the happy world of 5FM Radio, your adult contemporary radio station in Zambia, connecting you to the newsmakers and events that make news in the global village.
Good afternoon. This is the 5FM Radio Main News, the headlines. Win of Lumezi parliamentary by-election. Governance expert welcomes government's move to defer constitutional amendment bill. And Starmer climbs down on disability benefits cuts after rebellion by Labour MPs. This bulletin is live on our YouTube channel, 5FM Radio Zambia. With the details, my name is Lance Sannie, Banda. United Party for National Development UND candidate Lufeyo Ngoma has been officially declared the duly elected Member of Parliament for Lumezi constituency following Thursday's parliamentary by-election. Lumezi District Returning Officer George Mulinga made the announcement confirming that Mr. Ngoma emerged victorious after securing a total of 11,521 votes. Mr. Mulinga also revealed that 20,520 votes were cast in total, with 354 ballot papers rejected as invalid. Coming in second was Goodson Banda of the National Congress Party, who poured 6,821 votes. Wiseman Mvula of Citizens First received 556 votes, while Isaiah Banda of the United Prosperous and Peaceful Zambia UPPZ obtained 544 votes. Independent candidate Pilila Mwanza garnered 512 votes, and nearby Nebi Mandaratha of the Leadership Movement received 212 votes. Apologies for that bad audio. Governance expert and human rights advocate Wesley Mianda has commended the government for deferring the proposed Constitution Amendment Bill number 7 of 2025, describing the move as a reaffirmation of its commitment to a participatory and consensus-driven approach to legislative reform. Mr. Mianda says the decision by the UPND-led administration demonstrates that it has taken into account the numerous concerns raised by various stakeholders, including church mother bodies, civil society organizations, some traditional leaders, opposition political parties, and the general public. He notes that the objections largely centered on what many stakeholders viewed as poor timing, inadequate public participation, and a lack of inclusivity in the constitution-making process. Mr. Mianda further urges all stakeholders, particularly those who had expressed opposition to the bill, to use this window of opportunity to fully engage with and understand the contents of Bill number 7. He adds that government has taken this step to allow broader consultations and additional stakeholder input in the constitutional reforms. In a significant step towards a cervical cancer-free future, Telestia's Foundation launches a successful HPV vaccination drive in local primary schools across Chipata, Eastern Province of Zambia. The initiative aimed to increase awareness and uptake of the HPV vaccine among eligible girls, empowering them with knowledge and protection against cervical cancer. The project has been met with enthusiasm and engagement from both pupils and school communities. The girls demonstrated a strong understanding of the HPV vaccine and its role in preventing cervical cancer. To ensure the sustainability and integration of this initiative with national health efforts, Telesisters Foundation partnered with the Chipata District Health Officer to train local health facilitators and mobilizers in inputting on inputting vaccination data directly into the Ministry of Health system. The vaccination drive continues in Petauke and other parts of Eastern Province and part of Child Health Week. This is according to a statement issued by Ministry of Health Communications and Public Relations Unit. The Ministry of Mines and Minerals Development has confirmed that the high-resolution nationwide aerial geophysical survey remains on track for completion by mid-2026. Acting Permanent Secretary Mr. Gerald Mwila provided the update during an introductory meeting with officials from Korea's LX International. Mr. Mwila has said that the survey has already covered more than 22% of the country. The initiative is designed to deliver detailed geological data to enhance mineral exploration and attract investment into Zambia's mining sector. He has stated that upon completion, the geological information will be made available to prospective investors and the general public for a nominal fee, highlighting that this critical data will de-risk investment in mining of offering greater clarity and confidence to potential investors. Mr. Mwila has emphasized that the project reflects the government's commitment to creating a transparent and investor-friendly mining sector, as access to reliable geological data will not only attract investment but also promote sustainable industry growth. This is according to a statement issued by Ministry of Mines and Minerals Development Principal Public Relations Officer Shamwinda Tembo. And in other news trending this afternoon, some stakeholders have applauded President Hage Hichilema for his decision to defer Constitution Amendment Bill number 7 in order to allow for broader national consultation on the matter. Ambassadors of National Unity and Community Welfare President Collins Mulomba has appealed to the Ministry of Education to prioritize the provision of adequate learning materials in institutions offering programs funded through the Constituency Development Fund, CDF. Up next, the business news.
5FM Radio Business News. We mean business. Keep you current in commerce, trade, and industry, local and global. It's our business to keep you informed about business.
Community Action Against Corruption CAC Chief Executive Officer Brighton Tembo has underscored the need for transparency and accountability in the recent declaration of dividends by Tazama Pipelines Limited. He stated that it is crucial to ensure that the reported figures are substantive, verifiable, and reflective of genuine financial performance. Mr. Tembo's remarks come in response to the announcement that Tazama Pipelines Limited has remitted dividends to the government amounting to 105,406,128 kwacha for the financial year ending 31st December 2024. Mr. Tembo says while acknowledging the positive development of state-owned enterprises contributing to national revenue, he underscored the importance of public confidence in such transactions.
So let us wait. But if that has happened, that's a very good move and it should be emulated by all the stakeholders. That's a good move. But again, let us wait and see how everything goes. Because we may praise the system. We don't know whether that could just be a pronouncement or it is just something else. Because as the people who are involved in monitoring accountability and transparency, we have to praise things based on practical evidence of what has happened. So, preliminary, we can say that is good, but we have to wait before we recommend. We give all the recommendation to them.
Ends the business news.
5FM Radio Business News. We mean business. Keep you current in commerce, trade, and industry, local and global. It's our business to keep you informed about business.
And in foreign news, the government confirms a U-turn on its cuts to disability benefits in a bid to avert rebellion by more than 120 labor backbenchers. People who currently receive personal independence payments PIP or the health element of universal credit will continue to do so. Instead, planned cuts will only hit future claimants. Here are the changes at the glance. Now, Stammer has endured of his bumptiest days yet in Downing Street after making a third U-turn in a month, says Chris Merson. A number 10 spokesperson says it has listened to MPs who support the principle of reform but are worried about the pace of change. Dem Madge Hiller, who had laid the efforts to block changes to disability benefits, said she would now support the government's welfare bill as it is a good step forward. And in sports news, Zambia made a strong start on day one of the African Judo Open in Pretoria, South Africa, claiming 3 bronze medals from the opening bouts. Steve Mungandu, Rita Kabinda, and Simon Zulu each fought their way to bronze. However, it wasn't all medals for Team Zambia. Philet Musonda and John Kapongwe both put up brave fights but did not make it to the podium. Japhet Musonda, who also competed, unfortunately sustained an injury during the quarterfinals and was unable to continue. Out of the 8 athletes that traveled to South Africa, 6 were in action today, with half of them earning medals. The spotlight now turns to Andrew Sunday, who is set to compete tomorrow who is set to compete uh, today, rather, 27th June, while Sasha Kapumpa will take to the mat on June 28th. The team remains hopeful for more victories as the tournament continues. The Judo Association of Zambia congratulates the medalists and encourages all athletes to keep pushing forward with determination and pride. And now the weather report.
Class Econ Roofing, plot 17100 off Katanga Road, 150 meters from Mumbwa Road, Chinika Industrial Area, Lusaka. Class Econ Roofing. Class plus economy. Class Econ Roofing Africa. Class Econ.
Southern and western provinces mainly sunny, windy at times, and warm to hot. Maximum temperature is ranging between 25 degrees centigrade and 31 degrees centigrade. The evening will have clear skies, windy at times, and mild to cool. Northwestern Copperbelt, Luapula, Northern Muchinga, Eastern, Central, and Lusaka provinces mainly sunny, slightly windy, and warm to hot. Maximum temperature is ranging between 25 and 32 degrees Celsius. The evening will be mainly clear, windy at times, and mild to cool. Ends our weather report, and that item brings us to the end of the news. But before we go, a recap of the stories that made headlines. United Party for National Development UPND candidate Lufeyon Goma has been officially declared the duly elected member of parliament for Lumesi constituency following Thursday's parliamentary by-election. Governance expert and human rights advocate Wesley Mianda has commended the government for deferring the proposed Constitution Amendment Bill number 7 of 2025, describing the move as a reaffirmation of its commitment to a participatory and consensus-driven approach to legislative reform. And finally, government confirms a U-turn on its cuts to disability benefits in a bid to avert rebellion by more than 120 labor backbenchers. For more news, follow us on Facebook, 5FM Radio Zambia, and YouTube, 5FM Radio Zambia. On behalf of the entire news crew and the technical department, thank you for listening to the Happy Hour of 5FM. Stay safe and stay tuned to 5FM Radio. My name is Lance Sannie, Banda. Enjoy the rest of the afternoon.